Darth Mauls Sith Infiltrator. Now, I did not expect to finish this in one night, let alone a few hours. I think it roughly took me 2 hours to build, and that was with breaks. So yeah, I expected this to be a couple of days. It seemed a lot larger than I expected. I didn't actually check the parts count, but it felt roughly the same as the Razor Crest. It actually feels like it's the same weight too. So yeah, I actually completed this a lot quicker than I initially expected. Not a bad thing. It was actually a pretty fun build. It was definitely unique. There's a lot of building techniques in here that keep it sort of fresh and fun. So I did enjoy the build. And to be honest, I'm really impressed with the amount of features in this thing. They really sort of went above and beyond they usually do. So it's nice to see they go do this. So the cockpit area is phenomenal. I really like that. They actually included control yokes, control sticks, interior detail that really impresses me. So it all opens up. You can see there even, these are stickers, but they all add to the detail. And there's even a control yoke there. So the interior, I don't think I'll bother touching at all. And I'd like to display it open like that. That's actually pretty cool. Landing gear does include them. So these two little bits here, fold out. There might be something I could do with it, but if anything, I just want to get rid of that blue and sort of maybe put another wedge piece here that would fold out. So bring something like that to the underside and sort of cover that up. Might make it look a little bit nicer. I wouldn't mind adding more cheese slope or slope pieces to smooth that nose out a little bit. I would like to do something here, have that more cone shape, or I don't know, add a bit more detail. Have sort of there's none on this set. Oh, there. See these pieces here? I would like to put a couple or a row of grey ones at the front there. I just mainly the front end. I don't like those slopes. I'll change that, but it's not too bad. It's not too bothered. What else? So that all opens up for your little drone things that you see in the movie. This all opens up here to reveal Maul's speeder bike, which is actually pretty well concealed in there. It's pretty nice to have somewhere to store it. And that just pops in there. So there's a little hole where you can push it up just to help you remove it. So that all closes up really nicely actually. And for those little drone pieces, if you can't get them out, there's actually a little door here that you sort of, so that little piece here, you'll see it. I don't know, they're probably going to go right there. There you go. Oh, no, not too bad. Oh, no, I got one. And you get 3 of these little drone things from the movie, as you can see. You actually build them up, but yeah, nothing too, crazy, but I'm happy with it. It adds to the detail. But yeah, and your standard features you expect, so those tie falls fold in obviously all the way, so you can land it and whatnot. But major things I want to change, as I said, add more detail to the back. I would like a few more of these. Maybe something here. It just looks a bit bare to me. Change that. Get rid of those and make it more smooth or cone shape. Yeah, maybe something there to smooth that out. Maybe a little bit more detail around here somewhere. Underside, I kind of want to remove that and maybe put some sort of skid that will come out through the center there. That'll go well with these forward landing gear strut things. But other than that, it's not a bad build at all. Yeah, and I want to smooth all that out a bit more. I want more of these slope pieces along the whole thing. Maybe extend these to 3. So maybe move these here to here. And yeah, we'll see what I can do. But all in all, it's pretty good. They've had 4 goes, and this is the best one so far. Definitely, as I've seen in the reviews and now seeing it myself built. Yeah, it's definitely the best one. And yeah, it looks good on display too. It's bloody well detailed. It just looks, especially with the tie falls out. This is the first ship in the whole, well, it's supposed to be the first ship in the whole saga to actually represent what a TIE fighter looks like, especially from the rear. And these are supposed to be TIE ion engines, so twin ion engines. I don't know if it's the first ship in the, Star Wars universe to have them, but it's definitely the first one you see in Episode 1, Phantom Menace. And then you don't see anything like it until Episode 3, until the V-Wing shows up. So, yeah. Pretty cool. Definitely a menacing looking craft. Very unique, actually. I really like it. It's always been a favourite. It just looks freaking awesome, eh? I mean, it looks menacing. So, yeah. Pretty cool. I nerd out with this stuff, so I'm pretty impressed with it. I'm pretty happy with it. It did bring nostalgia, building those little figures. Like, you see them in the movie, but yeah, it was a good build. I was pretty happy with it. So, yeah, if you guys are into this, I'll definitely consider getting it, and this would be the one to go for sure. The others look okay, but this one's definitely got far more detail as far as I can see. Yeah, there's just a few little things I'm picking at that I would change, but nothing too crazy. It's pretty good. So, as for next video, bonnet scoop. I want to get that out of the way. I want to get it done. I want to see what it looks like. So I'll probably start the drawing, measuring Thursday night, I think. Start cutting Friday night. And so hopefully secure it Saturday morning. So I can fit it all up and see if I want to paint it or not. So we'll see what the black looks like first. I originally want to match it to the factory gloss, just so it looks a little bit more factory, but the black's starting to grow on me, so we'll see how we go. And yeah, I do get my remap tomorrow, so I did want to post up a video about my reaction to that. It's supposed to be pretty impressive as far as the tuner says, but if I'm disappointed, you're going to see me disappointed too. But yeah, it's supposed to be a pretty good tune, so we'll see how we go. Yeah, I think I'll just hold that off and post it with the hood scoop once I've completed it, so I can all post it in one hit and have it all together. And yeah, as far as the next Lego set that I'll be building and modifying, the Imperial Shuttle. Now, I've seen plenty of reviews, and I'm sure you have too, or anyone who's interested in Lego and interested in that set particularly has seen the reviews on that set, and they're pretty poor. You haven't seen many people actually happy with it. They all say the same thing. The cockpit needs more detail. It's too open. It only seats one minifigure. It doesn't close properly. There's just so much wrong with it. I look at it and I cringe. Like, I don't like the majority of it, but it's what you get. When you pay, it's $120 Australian, so probably about $70 US. So it's a cheaper set. It means we can afford it. And it looks bigger than what you expect for a cheaper set. So I'm not complaining, and I don't have the set yet. So it's just as far as I've seen. I cringe because I want to change so much on it. But yeah, it's going to need a lot of work. I can see myself pulling that thing apart and putting it back together over and over and over again. I see myself getting very picky with it because this will be the first Imperial Shuttle I've had since I was a kid. I had the very early one, probably even the first one that came out, to be honest. The one that came out with Darth Vader, Emperor Palpatine, and the two Imperial Guards with the big red cloaks and the big black staffs. I think it was the early 2000s or late 90s. It was pretty good for what it was, actually. I really like that set, looking back. But yeah, so this will be the first since then. I haven't had the US UCS one, or the later one, but after that. And if I can make this one look as good as the UCS one, but on a smaller scale, I'll be pretty happy. So, just a bit butt in. I really like the way this thing looks, eh? This thing is very impressed. I'm very impressed. They did a good job. It just looks how you used to see it in the movie. They did a good job. I'm happy with this set. But back to that Imperial Shuttle. I'm going to give a list of exactly what I'm going to do to it, and I'll give it an even greater list after I've built it. Just off the top of my head, cockpit, I want to fit 3 minifigures. People say 2, but I think I can fit 3. It's going to be enclosed. I can already see what I'm going to do to the cockpit. I'm going to get rid of those stud shooters for one, and enclose it. So there's something else there's probably some plates and stuff I can put underneath, and maybe some angles. We'll see what we can do to close that cockpit a bit better. The big fin, I love the way it opens up so you can access the interior, but the interior is too small. It's way too small, and if I can open that up a bit, I'm going to. and 2, I've seen people hold it by the fin and it just falls, it shuts. So it's got a locking mechanism that works but doesn't work, right? It doesn't hold it together. So 1, I'm going to open up that interior and hopefully get a lot more figures in there and actually make it like a cargo ship that can actually display cargo in there. And 2, I want it to actually lock shut if it's going to lock. So if I can open it, I want it to lock shut and be able to hold it by the fin. I don't know how I'm going to do it yet. I got to look at it. I got to look at the mechanism. It looks like something new that I haven't seen before. So a bit of mucking around there. The fin, the wings, the cannons, the turrets at the rear. I think I'm happy. One thing I am happy with is the I don't know what they're called. The same engines that you see in a Millennium Falcon, I'm pretty sure, but I like the thruster detail. That looks good. So I don't need to touch that. I'm pretty happy with that. But everything else, pretty much the entire ship, needs landing gear, needs detail, needs everything to me. So, as I said, I'm probably going to pull this thing apart. I'm going to be very picky with it because I like this ship. It's very elegant. It looks, it's very iconic from the original trilogy. So it needs to look good to me. And I want to display this one. So if I can get landing gear and, if I can detail it to the way I like it, good. If not, it's going to be spare parts. And I'm just going to end up getting that earlier one if I can find one for cheap. But I missed out on that set, so now they're even more expensive as you would expect. So, yeah, we'll see what I can do. I'm pretty confident I can fix this thing, so a bit of fun ahead. But I don't see this video being quick. I see this taking a while, unfortunately, because there's just so much to change that I'm going to get so picky, OCD with the thing. But I will be proud once I've fixed everything that needs to be fixed on it. So, yeah, some excitement ahead, I guess. But yeah, so bonnet scoop next weekend. Then the Imperial Shuttle. If not, I'll be building the Imperial Shuttle during the week. We'll see. I'm supposed to not spend money, but me with Lego, man. I see a set. I gotta buy a set. It's like a fix. But anyway, if I don't have any content to post and the bonnet scoop takes longer than a week, which I hope it doesn't, I'll find other stuff to post. Probably this X-Wing. I've fused the new X-Wing with the earlier X-Wing, and I've changed some thruster detail and stuff like that. They had a retractable landing gear to this thing. I'm pretty proud of it, actually. I don't want to go too much into detail yet because, that will take the content away. I really like this one. So this one I'm keeping. And I might fuse that review because it's not hugely detailed and hugely changed with my TIE Fighter, my custom, I don't know what to call it yet, my custom TIE Fighter, which I've modified and mucked around with, added detail inside and done some weird stuff to it. But I don't think this is done yet. I'm still mucking around with it. But yeah, I might fuse those two together and do a video during the week if I feel the need to put something out. But yeah, I'm enjoying these videos. I laugh at myself every single time. It's cringe, but I'm enjoying it. So thanks for sticking around. If you enjoy the content, I'm going to keep posting because, as I said, I love this. It's just a good hobby, and yeah, it keeps me busy. So if you like, subscribe, like, whatever, do whatever you like. I'll be posting, I'll be here. So yeah, thanks for sticking around to the end of the video. I'll see you next time.